Welcome to another exciting edition of High School Quiz Bowl competition. I'm Ray Petlin, and I have the honor of asking the questions here on Katie Quiz, brought to you by GBU Life. And I'm going to be asking those questions to some of the brightest high school students from around the region. And we have a wonderful matchup for you today, featuring teams from Avella High School, Bentworth High School, and Butler High School. This is going to be a great matchup, and we like to jump right into the competition. What we're going to do is start each team off with 100 points on the board, and we're going to start adding to it in a round we call Player's Choice. There are 5 picture-based questions available for each team. 25 points is awarded for a correct answer, and there are no deductions for incorrect answers in this round. It's called Player's Choice because there are 3 categories to choose from. Those categories are Historic World Leaders, Planets, and U.S. states. Randomly selected to go first is Avella. And which of those categories would you like?
U.S. states.
U.S. states it is. And Avella, here is your first question of the day. What New England state's city of New Haven contains Yale University?
Connecticut.
That is correct. Instead of counties, this U.S. state is organized into 19 boroughs. What state contains North America's highest mountain, Denali?
Alaska.
That is correct. What state, whose upper peninsula is partly in the central time zone, is located east of Wisconsin?
Michigan.
The Mitten is correct. What state's tallest mountain is Mount Rainier, which is located about 60 miles from Seattle?
Washington.
That is correct. And finally, what state is connected by the George Washington Bridge to New York?
New Jersey.
New Jersey is correct. You swept through that round, adding 125 points to your score, taking you to a perfect 225 to kick off the day. Nicely done, Avella. The 2 categories we have left over are Historic World Leaders and Planets. Bentworth, you are up next. Which of those categories would you like?
Planets.
Planets it is. And Bentworth, here is your first question of the day. The 4 Galilean moons, including Io, orbit what largest planet in the solar system?
Jupiter.
Jupiter is correct. What planet has clouds of sulfuric acid that drive an extreme greenhouse effect, making it the hottest planet in the solar system?
Venus.
Venus is the right answer. What planet is surrounded by the Van Allen belts and is located about 93 million miles from the sun?
Earth.
Earth is the right answer. And what planet with an unusual axial tilt was discovered by William Herschel and was originally named after King George III?
Uranus.
Uranus is the right answer. And finally, the Mariner and Messenger spacecraft were sent to study the chemical composition of what planet, which is named after a Roman messenger deity?
Mercury.
Mercury is correct. Very nicely done. You swept through that round as well, giving you a perfect 225 points to start the day. Great job, Bentworth. Butler, you are up next. The last category we have on the board is Historical World Leaders. And here we go with your first question. What leader allowed criticism in the 100 Flowers campaign and launched the Great Leap Forward as the first chairman of his Congress?
Tom.
That is the correct answer. Name this nonviolent advocate of Indian independence.
Gandhi.
Gandhi is the correct answer. After being released from prison on Robben Island, what anti-apartheid figure was the first black president of South Africa?
Mandela.
Mandela is right. This leader ordered the Anfal campaign, which resulted in a genocide of Kurds. What Iraqi dictator was overthrown by the United States in 2003?
Saddam Hussein.
Saddam Hussein is the correct answer. This man surrendered in the Jewel Voice broadcast after 2 atomic bombs were dropped on his country. What emperor of Japan reigned during World War II?
Emperor Hirohito.
Emperor Hirohito is the right answer. And what we have here is a 3-way tie of perfection. All 3 teams Just zip through that first round, and we have more questions and more points up for grabs when we come back right after this.
KD Quiz is brought to you by GBU Life, providing life insurance, annuities, and community support since 1892.